Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs. We've been coming to you here every day since 2008, telling you what's good about Fresno and Madera and Visalia, the whole valley. There's so many cool things going on that a lot of people don't really know about. One very good organization, a very good thing that's going on is called CASA, Court-Appointed Special Advocates. I hope I got that right. We're going to bring in an expert on this, Lisa RochaDanks.
Yes.
Court-appointed special advocate?
Correct.
Who are you advocating for?
We actually advocate for children and youth in foster care, ages anywhere from infant to 21 years old.
Great. I was going to say, most of us are used to dealing with the court system, but really none of us are used to it. Most people are not.
Right.
But these kids, for reasons totally out of their control, are put in a situation like maybe a foster home or something.
Correct.
And then somebody has to decide on their status, like where they're going to live, and a lot of times it's a judge or a court, right?
Correct. That's correct. So the children have been removed from their parent or guardian and placed as a dependent of the state here in the two counties, Fresno and Madera County. And what our advocates do is we assign them to a case, so it could be one child or it could be a sibling set, to really walk alongside them during what I would think is a very difficult time.
So these kids would have a person show up, a grown-up, to all their cases.
Yes.
And they kind of get a little familiarity. And
Yes.
sometimes in the court system, they're doing it fast. There's nobody stopping to say, let's pay attention to this kid. But you guys, volunteers from CASA, show up for them.
Yes. And we actually introduce our advocates to the children early on. They get to know them, build a rapport, really get to have an understanding of where they are and how they're doing, so that by the time they get to court, they really know how they're doing as they're adjusting in this, system.
Now, who gets to be a special advocate?
So really, it's any adult 21 years of age or older, living in either Fresno or Madera counties, that is willing to provide their own volunteer time to work with our kids.
And is there any training?
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
it seems complex.
Yes. So we actually have an onboarding process. There's an application. We interview with everyone, vet them, and do a background check. And then we invite them to what we call is a CASA Advocate Academy. We actually have one starting in March 21st.
So it's a good time right now to
Yeah,
get involved.
very good time to get involved. And we're actually hosting this training in Madera. So the plea is to go out to Madera counties to say, we need you. Our children need you. We have over 50 children on our wait list, and we would love to get them off the wait list.
Let me go backwards. How many advocates do you have in Fresno and Madera?
So we have around 250 advocates.
There's that many people.
Yes.
Who've been interested, stepped up, volunteered their own time and transportation costs. They got trained, and that's incredible.
Giving
how many
over
people.
12,000 hours this last year alone.
But you're short on advocates.
Yes,
so.
we're short. So we have a wait list in Madera County, and we have a wait list in Fresno County. So we need help. We need adults to step forward who want to make a positive difference in the life of a child.
If you can make a difference in one life, that's big.
That's huge.
I just want to get a picture. As you know, I've told you I've kind of known CASA for years and years and years. I still don't totally get it because I've never done it. But would the advocate step up and speak in court?
Yes, actually, it's a wonderful partnership that we're able to go and give an independent court report. We sit up at the table and actually participate in the court hearing. We provide a court report in advance so that the judge and the attorneys can all read in social services, letting them know from our perspective, from our observations, from any investigation conversations on how the child is doing. We give an update, and we can also give recommendations on what we think is in the best interest of a child.
It strikes me that every single kid has to have a disposition. It's not like a criminal in court where they say, well, we're going to send you back to jail for a while and we'll see what happens. You have to get a disposition. And do the judges and the social worker like having somebody step up like this?
Yes, we have great partnerships, and I love having conversations with our judges, and they've shared with us that they actually really appreciate our input, our court reports. One of our judges had shared it gives color to the story, a little bit of personality, a little bit about the kids.
Will it be, I don't know, what kind of issues do they handle? Maybe trying to keep siblings together, or get kids in the right school, or what kinds of things would you touch on?
So it's a combination of a lot of things. So one is seeing where they're at today, their placement, whether they're in a resource home with someone that they don't know, or maybe they're in a family member's home, ensuring that they're in a safe, good, loving, supportive environment. And then also looking at their education. How are they doing? Are they struggling? Could they benefit from a tutor? Have they had their mental health assessment? Would they benefit from going to therapy? So oftentimes I'll share with advocates that we're not the doers of those services. We are the ones to say, how about social worker, how's it
The advocates
going?
know of all these resources and make
Yes.
sure the kid gets plugged in.
Yes.
Now, does the advocate go visit in their home?
Yes, they can visit in their home, and depending on their age and abilities and how comfortable they are with one another, our advocates can actually take them out on an outing. Maybe go to the library. Maybe they
get
don't
them
have
out
a,
of
get them
that
out of the
situation
house.
where they
Right.
can just talk a little bit.
Right. Provide some normacy.
That's just, my mind's just racing with all these things that these people, I've had kids, so I'm just saying this from this perspective. Kids don't always appreciate that somebody's doing something for them.
Right.
I'd imagine the advocates have to work through some of that.
Yeah, and they've been hurt, and so their trust barrier and their walls could be very thick. So it's introducing them to an advocate, sharing with them who we are and why we're there. Oftentimes it catches them off guard that we're actually volunteers. We don't get paid.
Right.
You want to spend time with me? And really show that they're valued, they matter, and that they're there to walk with them.
Is the training ongoing?
So there is training. So there's initial training, and then we do what is called a continuing education. We have classes every month. We do ask that our advocates have 12 hours of continuing education every year, just so that they can have information and background so that they can be supportive and successful advocates.
And do these advocates, volunteer advocates, they have resources back at the CASA office, I'd
Yes.
imagine? Like, what do I do about this or that?
Yes.
Or-
So every advocate is assigned an advocate supervisor, which will basically walk them like on-the-job training.
Nice.
So we provide the training, we introduce them to the case, we introduce them to the social worker, we're there to introduce them to the kids, and then we just basically help them along the way.
Everybody should be involved in something in their community. I know people who are in the Rotary Club, and they do great work. We just had a guest on, and they give food away every single Thursday at a church. There's, a lot of people are looking for a place to give, but
Yes.
what a great place that people can really make an impact, CASA. And you said there's 250
250
now,
volunteers.
and you need 50 more.
Yeah, we could use 200 more.
200 more, yeah.
We really could.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we appreciate it.
And you said there's 50 cases kind of backlog.
Yes, in Madera, there's 50.
Wow.
So we could at least use 50 in Madera.
When the snow melts in Madera County, we want all you to come down to the town and get involved. Now, your offices are in Fresno or Madera or both?
We actually have a location here in Fresno downtown, and we also have one in Madera.
Right. And there's CASA also in Tulare County. I know there's different groups,
Yes.
and you guys are take care of Fresno and Madera.
Fresno and Madera.
What important work you guys do.
Yes.
Now, if they go to the website, I know we're out of time, but
Sure.
this just fascinates me, this whole
Yes.
subject. If they go to CASA Madera Fresno,
.org.
CASAFresnoMadera.org, what are they going to find at the website?
So actually, you can go to the volunteer tab, and it'll talk about an informational session, and you can insert your contact information. And the very first step is to attend an information session. It's an hour by Zoom. We're starting to do more in person,
Yeah.
but they can sign up and attend and learn more about what it is to be an advocate.
I was going to say, some people might be afraid. It sounds like a giant responsibility, so maybe they don't want to commit yet, but if they can just maybe go to something and hear about it.
Yes. they
Don't be
can-
afraid just to go for the information session.
Right, and there's many ways that you can volunteer. We also utilize community volunteers for 2 to 4 hours. If you want to help at a special event to help support program, you can do that as well.
Right, maybe work into being a full-time
Yes.
CASA advocate.
Yes.
Court-appointed special advocates. I'm excited about this. All these volunteers, these kids, it's not their fault. They're kind of displaced and put somewhere, and it's got to be scary for them. And it must be
Yes.
nice to have that familiar face.
Absolutely.
Anything else before we're out of time that you want our viewers to know?
I just encourage everyone to go to the website or give us a call if you're interested in learning more. I am more than welcome to answer any questions. we're there for you. We appreciate the support that we have here with you in our community, and get involved. Become part of our CASA team.
This is a great place to get involved in the community. By the way, go to CASAFresnoMadera.org. Here's the phone number, 559-244-6485. Or call me at Central Valley Talk. I'm going to keep this information on my desk, and if you want, I'll put you right in touch with Lisa.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.